Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I am working on my helping hand illustrations for this comic, and I spent this weekend working on things that were, that were fun for me, and didn't think anything else about this project right off the bat. And it's just to get away from it for a while, to look at this with fresh eyes, because I started to get a little frustrated, particularly because, whoops, let me turn this down a little bit, particularly because I just got through doing something that was a lot of fun, and would like to do more of it. And then, you know how it feels like the universe is against you sometimes? That's kind of what my attitude was feeling like. Because it's like every time I wanted to get to this, there was just always felt like there was something that was holding me back, mostly myself. And I noticed that I was getting distracted way too much. So I have to get my motivation back. And one of those ways of doing that is to reevaluate why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Do I want to do it? Yes and no. I don't know. It's just I've come across things that were challenging and not necessarily a setback, but it saps the energy a little bit. And it's to be expected. Anything that you want to do and you want to do it well, things like that happen. So you just gotta be prepared for things like that. Right now I'm just kind of laying the base of what I want to put on here, but I'm thinking I'm reevaluating the pose here. I think I'll reevaluate this, because what I'm thinking about doing is, I'll just leave it like this. He's about to get up. I'm going to do like the slam sound. Now there's a lot of things on this particular page here that is not explicit in the instructions. Basically, it's just, and what's cool about it is that the instructions kind of leave it up to me to fill in the blanks, which is cool. I do have a few questions on certain things, and part of my frustration stems from not getting the answers that I want, like right now type of thing. When I was working on my own comic, all I had to do was kind of work out whatever my problem was, because I knew the story. But now that I'm collaborating with someone else, I'm kind of subject to their time frame as well. And that can be a bit frustrating in itself. What I'm doing right here is just pretty much selecting the shirt before I go any further with the arms. I probably don't have to really exclude the hand here, and add a little bit. And so when I don't get the answers that I need, because I know that the writer's going through some stuff, so I'm trying to be empathetic to that, but also I want to respect people's time, as I'd hope that they'd respect mine. So if I don't get to hear back, then it just goes to show that this person's not serious about what we're doing here. And that happens too. Things happen in life that you're just not prepared for, and the writer was pretty much throwing some raw deals back to back to back to back, and it hurts. It's not fair, but um, I don't want to. I don't want to seem less empathetic, but life does go on, and the way we respond to things is. It's a cold thing to say when you've got, you've lost a loved one. But when you're dealing with the rest of the world, you got to keep going. Yeah, it's rough, it's raw, but it's also life. And time is money, money is time. But yeah, what I want to do is design another shirt. So what I'm going to do is instead of stopping everything and waiting to hear back from the writer who is on a hiatus of his own, of healing, and I can respect that, I'm going to keep working on what I can work on. And when I can't do it anymore, then I'll have to let him know. I need your input. I can't go on without knowing blah, 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 because I don't want to do things twice. Now, I'm just taking some of the colors from the face and just kind of adding them here. Usually I work with a source image, so I make sure that everything looks right. Things don't look cut off or just all overall incorrect. And so I want to go on hiatus. I want to do my own thing. But I made a commitment to working on a project, and I want to see it through for my own reputation and things like that I'm trying to create. Let me see, outline, yeah, there it is. So yeah, you'll come across that, and it it's called being professional about things. Keep going, even when all seems lost. Keep going. I'm just outlining right now. Then I'll be cleaning up some of my lines and things like that, so I can make them a little bit more coherent. Now on his face here, and it's been bothering me, his head is kind of tilted to the side here. Let me see. Oh, because this is above here. Let me see if I bring it down. There we go. I thought I'd have to do a little bit more work on his collar here. Okay, so no. Alright, so I'm going to do the outline. It looks like I've got it on both layers here, so I'm going to go ahead and merge. Stop. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to come back to something that isn't as much fun as what you were doing before, and I needed the other time because I wanted to get it done. It was something that could be done in a reasonable amount of time. Get her done. But my motivation to keep going on this project is, one, I made a commitment. Two, some of the stuff that I've done so far is not that bad, and it can be improved upon with patience and just trying to keep everything organized and straight. Whenever I'm at the point where I can kind of jump around and relax a little bit. I'm just trying to smooth out some of these lines here. I'm going to change this to one of the facial skin brushes. This guy's got rough skin, so I'm going to leave it on that. Mr. Rugged here. And even though I haven't heard from the writer except like on Instagram, he needs his time to heal, and I need to respect that. But also he needs to keep in mind that, you know, I could be doing something else. This is not the end all be all. But I did agree to do this. So there may come a time when the give and take is not equal. Definitely the workload is not equal. It's faster to write than it is to draw and create all the stuff in between the writings. Also, thumbnailing is faster too. But yeah. So, one of the things he told me when I was agreeing to this was that he wanted me to own the artwork. He wanted this to be my thing, and I'm like, cool. But I still want to keep his vision in mind, and that will require communication. So that's another thing that needs to improve. Hopefully, as he comes back from his hiatus, we can focus a little bit more on the project together. Because there's like I just have a few questions that, like, one of them is the captain here had a partner. I'm going to have the rest of the story so that I can add things to make it more like foreshadowing type of purposes. Going through some of this, I've noticed that certain scenes can be done better, and I'll need input before it becomes, you know, canon, before it gets to stay, basically. Do I have his eyes in here? I do not. Okay, so I'm just going to give him dark eyes, and maybe part of the mid-skin too as the tone. Okay, so they'll have, oops. So my motivation has to come from within. And I have to make the decision, do I want to do a good job or do I want to do a great job? You know, I have to, it all has to come from me. It's basically, since I'm going to be drawing and pretty much, you know, adding the, all the visuals and stuff. You know, the writing is one thing, but if it doesn't capture you, if it doesn't keep you motivated, even the reader motivated, we failed. So I have to keep that in mind. What I do has to be visually appealing, tell the story the way he kind of visualized it, but also be interesting to others, to keep that motivation alive to get to the end of the story. If nobody wants to get to the end of the story, where are we? You know, what was it all for? I'm going to change that to the soft brush and bring it down. I'm trying to get into those eyes here. Just get rid of some of these stray lines here. And we use a little bit of gray to give it a little bit more roundness. So a lot of my motivation is going to come from me wanting to make this look really good. Now I've read the ending of this chapter, and it's not bad. The last few panels, it's not bad. It's enough to keep me wanting to keep going. The only thing is that the fluff in between is kind of boring, and that might be something that could be fixed. If I can keep people reading to the very end, then we've done a good job. But if you want to stop within the first couple panels, we failed miserably. Now, one of the things that's got me kind of interested on, what this guy looks like. He resembles someone familiar, and this is kind of fun to visualize that particular actor, in this role. So I like being able to do that. But I can't have the side characters be more interesting than the main characters. I'd have an Orange is the New Black type of situation happening. And that was one of the things that about that show. Like, I start thinking about what made me stay motivated to watch certain shows and things like that. What captured my imagination, my libido, things like that. What made me keep going? So I'm asking myself, what do you like about this? What can be added to make this look cool? And then things like that, when you ask yourself questions, don't expect to hear yourself answer back, but I guess you'll expect to hear an answer eventually. Now right here I'm doing the linear burn. I'm trying to do a hard shadow. I'm going to drop this down to 30. 15 is kind of subtle. I'm going to use 30. That's my thing. And then I'm going to kind of soften that shadow a little bit. It just makes his head pop out more. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm trying to add things and elements, things that I would see in real life. Shoot. I don't want the outline brush, I want soft brush. And I want to kind of keep it small. Ooh, it's on a different layer. Okay, it's probably this layer right here. I just want to get rid of a lot of these stray lines. Just trying to clean it up a bit. Okay. Trying to find that line that is on his ear. It looks like it's on this layer. Yeah. So as I'm, like, instead of keeping the negative thoughts going, I try to keep those positive thoughts going. Like if I'm drawing a particular character like this captain here, I want to know more about him. It's like the more you know about a character, it seems to make them a little bit more interesting. At least to me. And if I can make him more human, more interesting to others, they'll want to be motivated, I'm hoping, to keep going with their reading. It's like, why is the captain such a hard ass? He's got problems, he's got issues. And in the meantime, as I'm doing all this, I'm also world building. I want this guy to be in a world where weird stuff has been happening lately, and it's frustrating. So damn frustrating. Okay, that looks a lot cleaner. Okay, let's see. I'm going to erase a little bit of this here. And it looks like it's on this layer. Do we need this layer anymore is the question. Let's see. I need to probably make the table. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Well, actually, let's get these people in here. I don't think I have a backwards facing or the back of the guy or the girl. Let me see. Note to self, make more of a detailed character sheet. Yeah, I don't have any back of the head shots of these guys. Okay. That one's kind of half-assed. Let's see, can I use it though? Probably. Let's take some of it. You know, just 3-finger sweep it and copy. Alright, so one of the things that's going to be kind of interesting to me about the captain here is that and this is none of the stuff that's been put into the script. Let's see. So reading some of the stuff that is going to be in here. These are different thoughts panels from William. Captain Cortez, this guy is built like a brick shit house, ex-Marine vet turned detective whose accolades list is so long it's easier to name the accomplishments and medals he never got. It's a short list. This man has solved every case but one. The day his partner's life was taken, ruled a suicide while they were both on a case. No explanation for it. They never reopened it. A few months later, he was promoted to captain. So, I don't know if, with all that information, I don't know how it's going to be used in the upcoming chapters. So, I want to have something about what's going on with his partner. What's his partner look like? Is it male? Is it female? Is it going to be tied into this story? You know, what's going to happen at the end of this chapter? I need to know that stuff so I can, you know, set it up. And that's another frustration, is the communication. So in my time, I'm going to go ahead and just make a list of questions that I'm going to ask the writer, and hopefully he can get back to me in a timely manner. Let's see, I don't have anything about his shirt here, so I'm going to use like a light blue to give it definition. And I need to keep from getting distracted. I think that's one of my biggest things, is I've been very, very, very distracted lately. Facebook, talking to Trump supporters and trying to get them to see reason. But then again, you know, I get spouted out at, and the Black Lives Matter thing, you know, people think it's dumb. And I'm like, because it's not about you, type of thing. There's a lot of people that just don't get why people are angry. And I spent like hours that would have been precious drawing time trying to explain to people why people are so angry. And they only hear what they want to hear. And it's frustrating. I'm guilty of it. But when I'm trying to get you to understand the anger of people, and all you wanna do is deflect because you still just don't get it and you refuse to get it, it's like a waste of time. So I just got to the point where, why bother? They're in my Facebook timeline, and part of me kind of cares about what they think. Part of me doesn't give a shit. But if it's going to keep showing up on my timeline that black people suck and people are stupid, and because of they're fighting for something that they believe in, it kind of grates on a person. But there's another time in your life when you gotta think about it. It's like, you don't have to comment on every single thing you see. And that's one of the things I have to tell myself. I don't have to comment on every damn thing I see. Okay, one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to make this captain a Harry Potter fan. I just wanted something a little bit off the wall, just to show that he's human. And that it kind of takes place in our our time type of thing. So I'm putting a gun holster on him. Let's see, I'm trying to decide, do I want to make it brown? Let me see, we'll do a quick research here. Let's do it here so you guys can see it. And I'm trying to think of what this guy's personality is like. I don't want to make him Slytherin, because Slytherin is kind of like supposed to be the evil type of guys. Or kind of dark. This guy, I want him to be kind of like maybe a Hufflepuff or something like that. Let's see, which Harry Potter house is Ravenclaw? Okay. And I'm trying to think of who's got the rarest traits. I want something that's like, he's determined. Let's see. Yeah, I want to. Okay, here we go. Noble nature and bravery. Okay, so he's going to be Gryffindor. Let's see. But then again, he is like a badger. Ooh, like a honey badger. Let's see. Hard work, dedication, patience, loyalty, and fair play. Is he all that? Dedication, loyalty, patience. Yeah. I think that'll be him. We'll make him the badger. So he's already got some of the badger colors here. Okay. So he's honey badger. Let's see. Hufflepuff. So what I think I'm going to do is on his gun holster, I'm going to put, let me see if I can find Hufflepuff stuff. Let's see. We'll put like a little badger. We'll put that little badger on his, somewhere on his thingy here. It's black and white. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to just grab it and put it there? And I'm going to use, those will be his basic colors. Okay, so black, yellow, and white. Let's see. It'll look kind of like a badge. Let's see. Hard work, patience, and loyalty. So I think I can do, but he's like a combination of both the lion and the badger, but he's determined. But he's not so cunning, though. I don't know if he would be considered cunning. I think it would be hard work and patience and loyalty. Okay, so I'm going to take this yellow here, and I'm going to, this mustard color, and I'm going to put that on his gun belt. So let's see if we can get that mustard color. And we'll just do like a combination of that. So like on him, I'm going to unlock this one. Whoops. And I'm just going to make a rectangle here, a couple rectangles. Let's see, so that'll be his gun belt, or let's see. And I'll do colors of that are a little bit darker inside here. And so everywhere I go, where I take this character, I'm going to take, you know, his character colors and stuff. So I'm going to merge those two together. Let's see, what else do I need? So far, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so let's see if we can get his holster back. Let's do this. I don't want to be on that layer. I'm going to lock that again so I don't do that again. Okay, so this will be the holster layer. And gun holsters kind of just come around like this. And then the gun itself. Oops. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. If I put that here, it'll be underneath. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take this and just remove. Okay, so then when I'm ready to color, let's go ahead and sample. There we go. And then take a darker tone. While I'm still on here, I think I'm going to give it a texture. Let's see, we'll try Kura Wong, just to kind of give it a leathery type texture. We'll use a little bit more brown. And have it kind of a little beaten. He's definitely got to have the Hufflepuff colors. So he's got the gold, the black, and the white. Let's see. His gun will be right there. Okay, so his hand is going to be gripping a coffee cup. Oops, don't need that. Coffee cup will have I want it to be small. Let's see. It's going to be like a gift from his partner. Make it even smaller. So when she came in, she interrupted him. And I want on, hold up for a second, so I don't forget. In this scene here, she's about to go into the office without knocking. And on this captain's thing, I want to put knock, knock. I want to put knock like everywhere. This stupid thing. So let me give that its own layer and make it like maybe blue, like knock or die, something like that. Let's see. Oh shoot, what time is it? It is 7. Okay. Yeah, it took me a while to motivate myself to get started doing this, coming back into and I think I'm going to throw a honey badger somewhere on here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so okay, anyway. And I'll like just kind of emphasize that knock, damn it, knock. And she went in without knocking on that last panel. Okay, so anyway. He's going to have a tie. And another thing is like, you know, sometimes people use their tie as their personality. You know, it reflects their personality. So his tie is going to reflect his personality. Okay, an outline will be 10-ish. Oops. What color is that? I like that color. Let's see. So we'll use that one. I'm going to put a little square. Near the outline here for like his white. Okay, hopefully I can remember what that's for. Okay, we'll lock that. Okay, so instead of having this light blue, good, it did its job. Okay. You see his tie is supposed to be loose. Okay, so if it's a little loose, we'll put his tie down here. Oops, come on you. Why do we not want to? Let's not draw on that. Let's see. We'll merge this one down though. Oops. Okay, so this will be the tie layer. This will be the cup layer. I'm trying to figure out why it's not. Oh, no, it's up. It's just not coming out. Oh, the cup's in the way. There we go. So his tie. And we'll just have this be his shirt. Just throw a button on here. No, we won't. We'll just leave it kind of like that. It's a big damn shirt. So the more I put fun things, the more motivated I get. Things that keep me interested. So other Harry Potter fans would kind of notice, it's like, hey, he's got like Hufflepuff colors. And then on his desk, I want to have, he's got to have some photographs. And I want to show him like cosplaying with his partner. So like maybe they went to Universal or something like that. And maybe on the wall, maybe there's a wand or something like that. And it could be his partner's wand. You know, things like that. So it's something that the partner mattered to the character. It's just like a little thing to give myself like motivation to like this character, to humanize him a little bit more. He's not just a brute, he's a brute that likes magic, who believes in magic. Okay, so like on the cup layer, this will be above all that. So that will probably lose the tie, or maybe I'll just raise it up higher. Let me see. So the cup layer will be probably about right here. And now this is where I would see if I could find a picture of someone drinking a cup of coffee. Or just kind of right now for the moment use my imagination. Now my daughter knows that I'm a Harry Potter fan. I mean, not like crazy Harry Potter fan, but you know, I really enjoyed the series more than the rest of the family did. But they're the ones that got to go to Universal and stuff. And right now I got my coffee inside of one of the cups that they brought back. It says butter beer. Okay, so shoot, what time is it? Okay. Now I want to get some Gothic letters. Let me see if I've got any. This might work okay. We'll just use this for now. It's not Hufflepuff text, but I wanted to kind of use that Harry Potter text. And here's where I would put something that was on the mug that my daughter bought me. Okay, let me get out of that. And it'll say, not today. And we'll just bring this down a little bit more. It says, not today, Muggle puckers. The one that I have on my cup is a little bit filthier. So I'm going to have this kind of wrap around. And we'll make it Hufflepuff letters, maybe, if we can see it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and wrap it. Okay, so I'm going to use the warp tool and just kind of push it. Oops, wrong way. I'm going to have to zoom in. And I'm going to hit the advanced mesh. That gives me extra things to pull. And just kind of push it upwards. Push this one up first. Come on. I'll just bring these down. Now once you start to manipulate the text like this, it will become rasterized, so you can't type on it again. You can select it, but you can't type on it. Okay, not too bad. And I think on the bottom should have like a little change this. I think the bottom should have like the Hufflepuff guy, Honey Badger. Let's see, so sure I got all of that. I'm going to use the liquify to kind of pop this up a little bit, just to kind of round it out. It's not perfect, but you know, people are only going to look at this for a heartbeat. Okay, so his tie is going to be, we'll give him the striped tie as well. Just on this layer. So I was considering putting the line layer above. Let me see, I'm going to merge this down so I don't run out of layers. Merge this down. Let's see, and on his hand, let's see. Let's grab his outline layer here. Let's see if I can complete the cup. Trying to decide, do I want to do the stem first? Just to see what we're working with here. Okay, and then on the hand layer, right here, and just for giggles. Now, one of the things I do if I'm not confident with my lines is I'll just go ahead and make I'll go ahead and make the shapes that I need with, whoops, drop that down, with just the brush tool. And then I'll make the outlines. So like I made his finger right here, and then I can come back with his outline. There we go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it's not where I need it to be. There we go. Make sure it's at 10. Let's see. These fingers are going to overlap each other. And it helps to have like a source image. I didn't have a source image for his hand, but I'll get one later. And I'm just going to erase the parts that I don't need. Or color it in with the color it's supposed to be. Yeah, it might be better to do color. Shoot. See, it's hard to get the motivation right off the bat. Sometimes you just need to warm up a bit. Sometimes you just need to warm yourself up a bit, which is kind of like puff yourself up. It's like, okay, I gotta get this done, you know, and I want to get this done, type of thing. You gotta keep, you know, keep on yourself, and find where you can fall in love with the project again. Something motivated you to, or motivated rather, to say yes, and that's what I want to keep. I want to keep that energy alive, instead of nitpicking things that I don't care for in the story or something like that. Or you know, bringing up negativity, because it doesn't do any good. You try to work through it until you can get input. That's what I've been trying to do. And it will be rewarding in the end. But if I find that I don't hear from him, I'm going to complete this the best I can. Like, if he flakes out on me, I don't think he will, but you know, he's going through some stuff, so I have to be empathetic. But my patience is only so long. I'm not Job. So when my patience is done, which is basically once this project is done, and if I haven't heard anything by then, even after trying to reach out to him multiple times, I'm done. Don't expect a book 2 or chapter 2. Not from me. I'll send you the stuff after you pay me, and that's it. And sometimes that's what it's got to come down to. And if I don't see money, it's his loss, basically. I've got an interesting product here because I kept it interesting to me and hopefully to others. And I'll just pretty much kind of promote that. But yeah, your motivation has to come from within first. Money's cool, being tossed about, especially if you get paid first. If you're getting paid ahead of time. And I lost his shadows. I don't know where I lost his shadows. Oh well. I'll bring them back by doing this. Bigger, better, faster, stronger. Yeah, so don't let the little things get you down. Like, my little thing that's getting me down is this particular page here, this one, because he has them listed as going up some stairs, and I'm like, I don't want to draw stairs. I've already drawn the bulk of this. I don't want to draw it again. This is a good establishing shot of the building, and from here you don't need anything else. But that's something I'm going to have to fight for. Because some of the stuff that I'm going to have to draw is going to be redundant, and it's kind of annoying. Also, I need to figure out how to draw nostalgia. So, like, do I need to fuzz this up a little bit and maybe do this sort of thing? Tint it pink, like add a layer, and then just kind of like do the rose-colored glasses type of thing, where you're looking at the past, that sort of thing. And kind of do this sort of thing to make it look like, this is what the past is like. And then let me copy that. And then the same thing, like here. But we need to come back to the present as well. Let me see if it'll let me add it. Yes. And then just do I can either do it like the linear burn, multiply, and just kind of drop the opacity so it just kind of gives that nostalgia. I could try yellow instead. Let's see. I have to talk to him and see which one looks more like nostalgia. Or maybe different shades of nostalgia or something like that. I don't know. But that's one thing that got me. This right here is kind of interesting, but I feel limited um, by being pigeonholed into things like this. So, but this is a challenge, you know, splitting it up into six. This one here is one of those redundant type of things because she already asks, are you ready up here? You know, that sort of thing. So little things like that. And then the biggest one that I have is the ending. I need to know the layout of the house because I'm kind of like really super confused. And I want it to kind of mesh with what I've got going on. Okay, so enough bitching. But that's some of the things that I need to communicate with them. They're small. But I want to show the visuals. Oops. And if I can't get people to at least enjoy the world that they're in, or become immersed in the world that we're creating here, it's going to be hard to get them to want to see more. In my opinion. Let's see. So textures, and I want to do a Hufflepuff coloring. So, but I want to keep. This is interesting. But I want to keep a tie type of look about it. William's already wearing this one, the Imperial. This one's really pretty. We could do Argyle. Let's see. We'll do it in yellow. And grab. And I want to put his tie. Oops. Did I reach my levels? My layers? No. Okay. Okay, that's Argyle. Why can't I see you? Oh, because it's behind. You up here. There we go. That big. One sweep. Oh, we should have black. Let's try that. Black and white. I wonder. Ooh, we can do a mask. Hold up. Let's see. If I fill this with black, then create a mask. There we go. Or, I'm trying to think of the better way to fill this so that it's not overlapping so bad. Maybe go down one side and then come down the other. If I stay straight down the middle. Let's try yellow instead. Oh, but it's a mask, so it's not going to show me that. I'd have to probably do this in yellow. There we go, yeah. And then this in white, I think. Oh, yellow or black. Row. Haven't decided yet. I think the black and white was nice. There we go. Let's see if I put it on this layer. There we go. We'll make that work. All right. Okay, so since we have that for the shirt, I'm going to use, oops, I'm going to take this down low. We'll come back to favorites. Shit, it's time to go. Alright, you guys, but thanks for listening to me rant a little bit, but your motivation should come from within. Don't depend on anybody else to bring that to you. You know, you self-evaluation, but see if you can, if you start to fall out of love with the project, see if you can bring that magic back by finding something about the project that you like, and that you can definitely put your heart into it. So even with those problem spots that I've got right here on this page, page 6 and page 5, somehow, some way, I'll find a way to put my people in here or put the characters in here and fall in love with the project. But if I start to feel myself being frustrated, stop what I'm doing, move on to a different part, finish up as much as I can, and then bring my thoughts to the writer. If things seem to get redundant, if stuff don't make sense, he might need to rewrite it. Or like in this case, I might have to redraw it. So almost there. It's just like little things that you know, they add up to a lot. But what I'm trying to do is also keep the personality of the characters along with, you know, what's going on, keep the world relevant. You know, there's a lot to put together besides just writing. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video, and hopefully it'll be a speed video of maybe me getting through page 8 and page 9. Page 9 is what I really want to get into, but there's a lot to unpack here. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a great one. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And if not, you know, just leave me a comment. Too long, too short, you ramble too much, your drawing sucks, I don't know. Anyway, just don't leave me porn links. I got enough of my own. You guys have a great one. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, hey Tatted Hearts, I'm sorry, I didn't have the chat up. Good job on your good job on your weight loss. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Tatted Hearts, thanks for popping in. Bye-bye. Oh, my end stream button.